Hey everybody, it's me again. Today is about goals. Goals are important, not just for, fitness. They're good for life in general. I think that you have to have goals to continue to strive to be a better person every day. So, goals are extremely important. They're there to keep you focused on just everything. So, if you have a clear idea of where you want to go in life, goals are what are going to get you there. So, it also keeps you motivated if you think about it. A lot of times if you set a goal, then you constantly have that goal stuck in your mind as that's where I need to go. And I will do anything to get to that goal. So, another thing is it strengthens you to have goals, I think. You strengthen your mind, you strengthen your body, and you strengthen even your soul. If you believe in anything, that it does. I think goals help you strengthen every aspect of your life. So, it's pretty important. It's the most important thing, I guess, if you think about it, to have goals in life or goals in fitness. Pushing yourself to become a better person or pushing yourself to reach, whatever your goals are in the gym. So, goals can be small, they can be big. I think, though, that ultimately the big ones are going to stick with you the longest. They're going to keep you going the longer too. So for me, a small goal would be something like, upping my weights is usually like small goals that I can get heavier and stronger with time. So my goals usually began in the beginning kind of with healing myself through fitness, because I was not in a good place before. I kind of had suicidal depression, and I think that fitness was probably like the one thing, though, that I decided, why not give it a go? This is going to be what I'm going to do. So I went at it with an open mind, and I was kind of in a dark place, but, I wasn't going to give up. So that's kind of how I looked at this is what I'm doing in getting into fitness, was to try and heal my depression through exercise. And, it's not a cure. I didn't cure myself through fitness, but I think that I have strengthened my mind and my ability to cope with depression. So yeah, it's not as bad as it used to be. I can say that. I'm not super suicidal anymore. So that was a goal for me in the beginning, was to find mental stability through fitness, and I achieved that. And that's something that's just always going to be there as well. So my second goal then after that was to just learn everything I could about fitness, because, I decided, hey, this is something that I'm super passionate about. And what better thing to do than to just dive completely in and learn everything you could. So I ended up, learning from other people. I ended up watching as many videos as possible. Anything fitness, I was just absorbing it like a sponge, until I could get down and feel secure about like my routine, basically, and learn movements, different equipment, even diet, and it's just like a whole community as well, and a lifestyle change for me especially. So that was my kind of like a second goal that I went for in my process. And then a third goal, losing 100 pounds would be like a third goal I had, which wasn't super important to me because it's never been about the weight. Especially when you hit to a certain point, it actually became an inconvenience because every time that I lost weight, I know it's kind of horrible to say, but every time I lost weight, I'd have to buy new clothes, and it was like kind of an inconvenience to have to continue to buy clothes all the time that would fit me in the gym. That was a goal for me though, was to lose at least 100 pounds. I thought that, you know, that means something to be that dedicated to lose that much weight. It shows people that, like, the impossible is possible, you know, just by, like, dedication, and setting that goal is, like, impressive, too. So it makes a statement. It basically makes a statement that this is, you know, a goal that I had, and I reached it, and I'm kind of a little over now, 100 pounds. I mean, really, it's like, if I want to lose more weight, I could probably cut my calories, but I'm not trying to, like, I'm not trying to shred. I'm actually trying to just get down to lean muscle mass, and if I can convert whatever fat I have left into muscle, I'll be happy with that. So, that's the ultimate goal. I mean, so that would be my goal right now, is to get down to lean muscle mass. And that doesn't mean getting shredded or restricting massively my diet. I kind of want to get there, like, through pushing myself in the gym and physically burning all my energy so that it's, you know, there's no fat left, I guess, is what I'm kind of thinking. But I know it's pretty hard goal to set, especially since a lot of it I've heard for, like, getting abs is, you know, something that you have to do through diet. And, you know, I don't really want to restrict my diet because I love food. I love eating food, and, you know, it's like I'm pretty good about, like, not eating certain things, though, like a lot of sugar. And I think those are the big ones. So I mean, that's kind of my goal now. But I mean, I have ultimately, you know, an even higher goal, I guess, that one that kind of trumps them all, because it's really like your why. They say, what is your why that keeps you going? And for me, my why is that I love fitness. I have this passion and love for fitness that, you know, I guess a lot of people look at it like they don't really want to be at the gym, and I really want to be at the gym because I love it so much, and it feels really good to me to just do what I do. So I mean, the ultimate goal then for me is to just keep pushing myself forever. You know, that's my ultimate goal, is to continue to just love, passion for fitness for the rest of my life. And that's kind of like, you know, that's the only thing that makes me, like, happy, is to think about, like, that as being my complete ultimate goal, is to keep going all the way. So the key to fitness, I mean, the key to fitness, there's no, like, secret, you know, magic either, or even some kind of special pill, or even, like, money is not gonna, like, you know, buy you the secret to fitness. I mean, seriously, it's no surprise, but the secret to fitness, I think the key to fitness is your mind. I think your mind is probably the strongest tool that you have to reach any goal or break or achieve any goal that you put your mind to. So, I mean, technically your mind could also be your downfall for why you're not reaching your goals or achieving your goals. So, or maybe, you know, fear is what's kind of, like, killing you from getting out of the box. Your mind gives you, your mind gives you strength to push, I think, through all of those things. You know, fear, it gives you courage, it gives you the focus and dedication that you need to create habits that you'll keep. Like, you know, a lot of people tell me, like, you must have some strong willpower because you don't eat a bunch of sugar, but it's just like keeping a habit every day that, you know, it becomes second nature to you at that point. Your mind also needs to believe, I think. You need to believe in yourself. You need to believe that you're, you know, worth it. You need to believe that it's never too late to do anything in life. I mean, that's the beauty of life, is that it's never too late. You have your whole entire life. And then willpower is also something that I think your mind controls. So, you know, I would tell people a lot of times, in the beginning, especially because they just were like, whoa, this chick's crazy. But I would tell people a lot of times that, you know, I'm going all the way, is kind of like what I would tell people. And they would ask me, what's all the way? And I would tell them, I don't know, I'll let you know when I get there. But that basically tells people that I was open to all kinds of possibilities, but I was also heading in a clear direction, you know. So that's kind of what's really important with that kind of statement. So I think that you should keep setting goals, small or big, you know, and that your mind is probably the strongest muscle that you have, other than these ones. and then, you know, also that the, you know, impossible is possible. So don't ever think that that's not something in your reach. It's extremely plausible. So, you know, don't let anybody tell you that it's not possible. So, what are your goals? You know, what is it that you want to achieve? And do you really believe, is I guess the question. Do you believe that you can get there if you put your mind to it? So thanks for watching, guys. See you in the gym. It's gym time! Let's see. This week I kind of focused a lot on back because I've been kind of having a little bit of issues with shoulder. So I've been trying to strengthen it with a lot of back movements, and you know, like bench press is something I always like to do to kind of just counteract with back. So, I mean, you do engage a lot of your lats too. So there is some back movements being performed as well. This day I actually broke a record too, and I got my PR up on bench press. So I did have to ask the guy next to me, his name is Merritt actually, and I had to ask him to help me for the first time, have somebody spot me. That was something new as well that happened to me. But, you know, he helped me, like, get that PR at 115, so that was nice. This is, the dips have kind of been like my go-to for tricep action lately because I'm trying to hit those back muscles a lot more. I have not been training them very much, so this is something I'm loving to do. You really have to focus on not dipping too far down as well, because once you go down too far, it will actually hurt your back, and you'll be engaging more your shoulders instead of your triceps. And I always like to counteract those with these too, some more back pull-ups. I do these ones, and then I'll do the wide grip as well. This exercise also engages some of your chest muscles too. So, I mean, keep that in mind as you're supposed to lean forward a little and engage some of your chest. So it is actually kind of good to do the pull-ups to counteract that. It's more of a push and pull then at this point. I usually don't like to do a lot of cable fly work because I'll usually just use like the actual cables on the other stations. This is kind of nice though if you want to just like, you know, do like a cool down basically at the end of your workout. So that's kind of what I'm doing right here is just, you know, super light. You want to like kind of push your chest into the pad too, and it's almost like a swimming position is how I feel. These for me are kind of more of a advanced movement for rowing. I mean, it takes a lot of balance and you have to be in the right form to be doing this movement because you could easily hurt yourself if you're not doing it right. So, I mean, this is pretty killer. I went to town on these though this day, and you know, like I'll usually do some chest press too to counteract with this, but I kind of just focus on just the rowing. And what I like to do as well is do it from one side, one grip. I will do about 10 reps, and then I'll flip my grip the other way and do another 10 reps. These are kind of like my favorite core work. So a lot of times I do core at the end of my workout too, because a lot of the core that we use includes back. So, you know, if I'm doing a heavy back day, I'm going to also do some nice heavy core just to counteract that back. The ones that I'm punching down are kind of nice because you can go pretty heavy on these ones. I like to always have my hand there to kind of make sure that I'm engaging my core into certain areas. There's the punch down ones, and then there's the middle ones as well, kind of twist. Those ones are a little bit more difficult, I think, the middle ones, and I sometimes get my arms bruised up too because the cable will hit me in the arm. So kind of be aware of that. These uppercut ones are nice as well, but they just, they're really hard to do, so you have to go super, super light. I think I'm probably do like 25, 20 on these ones. I believe you can also do these ones with your hands out, but I think that will actually make it even more harder and difficult to do. So triceps again, as I said, I am trying to hit those triceps because I am trying to hit those back of the muscles, which I don't train too often. You know, people tend to train the fronts more. I'm really liking these ones too. I'll do the same thing where I switch the grips. I'll go forward and then I'll go backwards. And I usually do about 10 reps for each one. Definitely make sure too that you straighten your arms with every rep. I also sometimes will pause. And then I like to do these ones as well, the single arm one, just to kind of, you know, go a little bit further and completely push myself to fatigue. So same concept, I go one grip and then I will flip to the other grip on each arm. These are nice though too because you can kind of like get a little bit more of an extension on it than the straight bar. So taking things up a notch on this one, leg raises. I love using this machine, but we decided to put 5 pounds on it, and it's pretty killer. I could even probably go up to 10 at this point, but it's, you know, we'll stick with it. Thanks for watching, everyone.